We should change the name of the podcast from Lunch Money to It Depends
It
at
depends.
this point.
Maybe it's a lunch money. It depends. But if I had to choose or to you know give an opinion, I could say that if I look at the inbound SDR motions, they can fit under the marketing organization. Now, I am biased in kind of my personal viewpoint where I'm more leaning towards it's everything kind of under sales, but it could work. I could see how the motions can work when they're part of the marketing organizations, and I could think about how it works. Probably the outbound, when you get into these motions, you would want to have it under sales from everything we've talked about already. Now, all this, if you do it in separate teams, is if they're really, really tightly cross-functionally aligned with not just what they do and their KPIs, but with their leaders and how their leaders are comped and organized and working together. Because you're getting into a lot of problems here if you put them into separate groups. So basically, your options like one group sits in marketing, one group sits in sales, or kind of split them around. It can work, but you just need to be conscious about these things.
Yeah, and I suppose like in anything, like the biggest risk isn't so much where do these people report? It's just the general lack of ownership. And whenever I've seen this go completely sideways, it's but what you were saying the other day, like that, both people are pointing at the other person, expecting it to be there. So in every scenario, whether you're in sales or marketing or any type of organization or any type of leadership, the teams that are always going to thrive the most are the ones that get the attention, are the ones that get the coaching, the ones that have real quick clarity about what their goals are there. So I think that's going to be more important than like who do they report to in general.
And that's the right point, because bad management hurts everything. Specifically here, we're talking about the SDRs and BDR. Those teams will get killed by bad management, not by the org chart. This is why it's so controversial, because like there's cases I can point out they worked and cases where they didn't work, but it goes down to management, and you could completely hurt the whole team, both teams, either way in all constructions.